Hey guys, hope you all doing well. So today we will start medical surgical nursing and we will start with myocardial infarction. Okay, very important topic of our medical and surgical nursing syllabus. So let's start. Before starting, I want to ask you a questions about our cardiovascular system, which is what is the functional layer of heart? Tell me the functional layer of heart. Okay, comment below and do comment below and do not forget to like and share my videos and subscribe my channel. So let's start myocardial infarction. Let's start with the meaning. Okay, let's understand this term. So myocardial, let's divide this word into two portions, myo and cardio. So myo means muscle and cardio means heart. Okay, so myocardial means heart muscle or muscles of heart, whatever you can say. And infarction means tissue death from lack of blood flow. Okay, so we all know that blood carry nutrients and oxygen and it provides to the muscle so that muscle can walk, and without oxygen and nutrients means without blood flow tissue can death. So here myocardial infarction, which is also called a heart attack, this happens because of the tissue death in our heart, basically cardiac muscle, death of cardiac muscle because of lack of blood flow, lack of oxygen, and because of the lack of oxygen there are damage, and because of damage we have heart attack. Okay, I hope the meaning is clear. Now let's see the definition of myocardial infarction. Myocardial infarction, also known as heart attack. Okay, so if they ask you about heart attack, you have to write myocardial infarction. So myocardial infarction, also known as heart attack, occurs when blood flow decreases or stop to a part of heart, causing damage to the heart muscle. In any part of the heart there will be decreased blood flow or a complete blockage of heart blood flow. So that will cause damage to the heart muscle and that will lead to heart attack. Let me show you the diagram. Okay, so in this diagram you can see this here. In this portion the cardiac muscles are damaged because of the decreased heart flow. Okay, yeah, I hope the first definition is clear. The second definition is a blockage of the heart flow to the heart muscle. It's very simple, and if you have any problem writing this, then you can write this. Okay, yeah, now let's see the causes of myocardial infarctions. Let's see atherosclerosis and arterial spasm. Okay, atherosclerosis is one of the most common cause. You can say that atherosclerosis is one of the most common cause of myocardial infarction and arterial spasm. So let's understand these two terms. What is the meaning of atherosclerosis? Build-up of fats, cholesterol, protein, calcium and white blood cell in the wall of arteries leads to obstruction of blood flow that may lead to MI, means myocardial infarction. See here, atherosclerosis is the blood vessel. This is an artery, and if you see this in the atherosclerosis, here fat, carbohydrate, WBC, calcium, all are accumulated here and form a plaque here, and this plaque is obstructing the blood flow. Okay, you can say that this plaque is obstructing the blood flow. Okay, I hope the atherosclerosis is clear. Now arterial spasm. Okay, spasm means tightening. Okay, tightening, constructing. So tightening of the muscles in the walls of one of the arteries that sends blood to the heart may lead to MI, because there will be, if the see here, you can see there are not so much space for blood to flow. Na, the space is very very minimum. The space is very very small for blood to flow smoothly. So spasm means constricting, means tightening. See here, we can see the blood vessels are tightening here and stopping the smooth flow of blood. So this can happen in this happens in hypertension patients, maybe in hypertensive patients, mainly. So we can see in hypertensive patients can also have heart attack because of arterial spasm and decreased blood flow. Okay, so I hope the definition and causes are clear. Let's start the pathophysiology. How, what is the process of heart attack? How it occur? Let's see. Endothelial cell dysfunction means the inner lining of the blood vessels. Okay, this inner lining of the blood vessels are called tunica intima, which is the endothelial cell. Okay, yeah. So in endothelial dysfunction, two things comes under this: atherosclerosis and arterial spasm. Let's see. So suppose if a patient have atherosclerosis, how it can lead to heart attack? Let's see. Fat, cholesterol, protein, calcium build up and block the blood flow. It will be blood flow. Yes, fat, cholesterol, protein, calcium build up and block the blood flow. Here see in the diagram, this is the this is the heart, and here the the cardiac muscles are damaged. So let's zoom out this area, and you can see that in this in this, just imagine that in this artery there are fat, cholesterol all accumulated in this artery. Okay, just imagine. So if we zoom out this artery, then we can see that here a plaque is formed. Okay, fat, cholesterol, protein, calcium, it all means plaque. Okay, it forms plaque. So here we can see, if we zoom out this artery where the plaque is formed, if we zoom out this artery, here you can see the plaque is formed here. Okay, and plaque is forming and blocking the blood flow of the heart tissue to the heart tissue. Okay, it is blocking the heart flow, no, somehow, partially. Okay, that leads to, see, in resting period it will not be causing any problem, it will not cause some major problem, but during activity, during any activity, our heartbeat increases. Okay, and pump more bloods. So that time, any activity such as exercise, blood will be forced through the coronary artery, blood will be forced through the coronary artery. See, blood is forcing through the coronary artery because heart is pumping more blood during exercise. That will cause increased stress in the plaque also, which usually sits on the lumen of blood vessel. See, blood is forcing through the artery, and that time it is putting an excessive amount of pressure in the plaque. So when there is increased stress in the plaque will get ruptured. Okay, yeah, see, because of the increased pressure of the blood in the on the plaque will get ruptured. Now I have already told you is that plaque formed by fat, cholesterol, protein, calcium. So now the soft interior of plaque, which is fat, cholesterol, all will come out from the plaque, from the ruptured area, and form a thrombus. Okay, from a thrombus. Thrombus, thrombogenic in nature. All that fats, cholesterol, carbohydrates, they are all thrombogenic in nature, means they form clot very easily. Thrombogenic in nature means they form clots very easily. So they form clot, they start forming clot here. See, thrombus develop when platelets come and adhere here. Because of the rupture, platelet will come here and adheres, because they will think some injury occur. So platelet will come and adheres, and after that what will happen? Less blood flow. Okay, because the plate is forming, plaque is also platelets is also adhering here, and plaque is also there. So plaque, and then on the top of plaque we have platelets adheres. So there are the space decreased here right now, right? So less blood flow. At first we were seeing that partial blockage of blood flow. Now we can see that blood just can't flow from this artery, because there are no space. So cardiac muscle starts starving to get oxygen when there is no blood flow going on, flowing from the arteries. So cardiac muscles will start starving for oxygen. So cardiac muscle will send pain signal to the brain. Okay, cardiac muscle will send pain signal to the brain. Okay, and that time we have chest pain. Okay, and the starting of chest pain, we will we can say that heart attack just starts. And plague increases in size and completely covers the artery lumen. See, plague is increasing, and thrombus is also increasing, and they completely block the artery, they completely block the blood flow. Yeah, so complete blockage of the blood flow. This cause cardiac muscle fail to pump blood due to less O2. Cardiac muscles will have no nutrients, no oxygen, so no power to contract muscles to pump the blood out of heart. So heartbeat will stop, and this is called heart attack. Okay. Yeah, I so hope in case of atherosclerosis the pathophysiology is clear. On my next video I will explain the arterial spasm pathophysiology, okay, for heart attack. If you have any doubt, comment below. Thank you.